In this video, I'm sharing the top 10 ways that I use my food processor, plus a yummy recipe. Maybe you don't use your food processor very often, or maybe you just haven't thought of some of these uses. Make sure to stick around for number 10 for a super easy food processor recipe. Number 1, chopping graham cracker crumbs, cookies, or even cornflake crumbs for crusts, toppings, and more, including some of my hot chocolate bombs. Number 2, pesto. Pesto is super easy to make because you pop your ingredients in the food processor, slowly drizzle in your oil while you puree them, and you have fresh pesto. Number 3, chopping nuts for cookies, cakes, breads, and so much more, including my turtle bread pudding for 2. Number 4, hummus or black bean hummus. I've actually only made black bean hummus before, but it is so easy. You just pop all your ingredients in the food processor, puree until smooth, and you have a tasty dip. Number 5, pureed fruit. I use this for my berry fruit curd, as well as cakes like my strawberry cupcakes and my banana cake. Number 6, cauliflower mash. This is a great substitution for mashed potatoes, especially if you're trying to cut back on your starches. I like to use my food processor because it results in a nice and smooth texture. Number 7, chopping candies and hard caramel for treats, hot chocolate bombs, and more. I've used the rolling pin and plastic bag situation, but the hard candy sometimes cuts the bag open and gets on the counter, so this is why I love using my mini food processor. Number 8, chopped or riced veggies for carrot cake or cauliflower pizza crust. My carrot cake recipe is coming very soon, but what I like to do is take some shredded carrots from the grocery store, pop them in the food processor, pulse it a couple times, and then it's the perfect size for my carrot cake. Number 9, homemade pie crust. If you've ever tried the difference between homemade and store-bought pie crust, you know that there is no competition. Homemade pie crust is incredibly easy to make with the food processor because you just add your ingredients in a couple stages, pulse a couple times in between each one, and you have homemade pie crust. Before I share number 10 and the recipe, make sure to hit that like button and click subscribe. Number 10, avocado chocolate mousse. This recipe is incredibly easy to make, and it's especially great if you're trying to eat healthier while having a sweet tooth. The chocolate completely takes over the flavor profile, while the avocado just provides a creamy, decadent, and rich texture. Let's make this recipe. To a food processor, I'm using my mini one here. Add either 2 large avocados or 3 small avocados, a 1/4 cup of blue agave nectar, melt a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips in the microwave and add that too, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened dark cocoa powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Puree this mixture for approximately 30 seconds to 1 minute. Mix the mousse around to ensure that everything is pureeing into a smooth mixture. At this point, you can also check the consistency of the mousse. If you think it's too thick, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk and blend for an additional 15 to 30 seconds or until the mixture is completely smooth. Put the mousse mixture into your desired serving glasses or a bowl to serve from later, and then place it into the fridge to set for at least 1 to 2 hours. This mixture will thicken after sitting in the fridge. And finally, add berries. My personal favorite is raspberry, shaved chocolate, or whatever you like to the top of the mousse. Serve and enjoy. You can find this list plus my avocado chocolate mousse recipe on my website adventuresandyum.net. The links are in the description below. If you're interested in checking out the mini food processor that I used in this video, make sure to check out the video description for the Amazon link. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time for another fun food adventure.